you for joining in today. So we will be dealing with obesity and your immune system. And for those who are new to our Zoom or who are joining us live Facebook, I am Shireen Javeyard, the founder of Destyne Fit and Be Empowered. So before we begin, I would tell you a little bit about Destyne Fit. So we are destined to be healthy and fit, and our clients learn how to change their lifestyle for a fit and a healthier version of themselves. We coach our clients one-on-one through their journey to optimum fitness using our 21-day fitness challenge. So today our aim is to be knowledgeable of the impact of obesity on immunity. We will be able to define obesity, to be able to list the risk factors of obesity, and to be able to identify the foods used for immunity support. So according to the World Health Organization, overweight and obesity are defined as abnormal or excessive fat accumulation that presents a risk to our health. So a crude population measure of obesity is the body mass index, which is also known as BMI, right? And this is a person's weight in kilograms, and it is divided by the square of his or her height in meters. So the body mass index is a measure that uses your height and weight to work out if your weight is actually healthy. So the BMI calculation divides an adult weight in kilograms by their height in meters squared. So for example, a BMI of 25 means 25 kg meters squared, right? So BMI takes into account our natural variations in body shape, giving a healthy weight range for a particular height. So as well as measuring your BMI, healthcare professionals may look at other factors, and they take other factors into consideration when assessing if you are healthy, if you have a healthy weight. So we have to remember that muscle is much denser than fat. So very muscular people such as heavyweight boxers or weight trainers and athletes, they actually may be a healthier weight even though their BMI is classed as obese. So a person with a BMI of 30 or more is generally considered obese, and a person with a BMI equal to or more than 25 is considered overweight. So obesity usually results from a combination of causes and contributing factors. Family inheritance and influence. So the genes you inherit from your parents may affect the amount of body fat you actually store and where that body fat is distributed. Genetics may also play a role in how efficiently your body actually converts food into energy and how your body regulates your appetite and burn these calories during exercise. Also, obesity tends to run in families. So that's not just because of the genes they share. Family members also tend to share similar eating and activity habits. So you realize if you have a healthy family at home, more than likely you will be healthy, right? Lifestyle choices. So unhealthy diet. A diet that's high in calories, lacking in fruits and vegetables, full of fast food and laden with high calorie beverages and oversized portions, it actually contributes to weight gain. So liquid calories also. People can drink many calories without actually feeling full, especially calories from alcohol. Other high calorie beverages such as soft drink can actually contribute to significant weight gain. Inactivity. So if you haven't been doing exercise lately, you can easily take in more calories every day than you burn, right? So if you look at the computer frequently, so you're always on your tablet, on your phone screen, and you're not doing any exercise, so you're just sitting around, the number of hours you actually spend in front of a screen time is highly associated with weight gain. So this is something that we have to watch carefully. Also, some medications. So some medications can lead to weight gain if you don't compensate through diet or activity. So these medications include some antidepressants, some anti-seizure medications, some diabetic medications and antipsychotic medications, also steroids and beta blockers, right? So social and economic issues. These are actually linked to obesity. So avoiding obesity is difficult if you don't have safe areas to walk or exercise, and especially during a lockdown period where you cannot really go out, is really difficult, right? So you may not have been also taught healthy ways of cooking, so which means you're at a little disadvantage also, or you may not have access to healthy food. So the time you spend may influence your weight gain in regards to that. So if it is that you're not spending time cooking healthy meals, you're not spending time walking or doing some form of exercise, even though we on a lockdown, right, you are more likely to develop obesity. Age. Obesity can occur at any age, even in young children. But as you age, your hormonal changes and a less active lifestyle increases your risk of obesity. So in addition, the amount of muscle in your body tends to decrease with age. So generally, lower muscle mass leads to a decrease in your metabolism. So these changes also actually reduces your calorie needs, and it can make it harder to keep off excess weight, right? So if you don't consciously control what you eat and become more physically active as you age, more than likely you will gain weight. And some other factors are pregnancy. So weight gain is common during pregnancy. Some women find this weight difficult to lose after the baby is born. So this weight gain may contribute to the development of obesity in some women. And breastfeeding may be the best option to lose the weight gain during pregnancy. So quitting smoking. Now smoking is associated with weight gain. Quitting smoking, that is, sorry, because it happens as a coping mechanism, right? So some people use food to cope with smoking withdrawal. So in the long run, quitting smoking is still a great benefit to your health than continuing to smoke, but you have to watch your diet also. Lack of sleep, and I know this is something that a lot of people, they don't get, right? They don't get sufficient sleep. So not getting enough sleep or getting too much sleep can cause changes in your hormones that actually increase your appetite. So you may crave foods which is high in calories and high in carbohydrates, which can contribute to weight gain, right? Stress is another one. Many external factors that affect your mood and your well-being may actually contribute to obesity. So people often seek more high-calorie foods when they experience stressful situations. So you see persons when you're under stress, you want to eat junk foods, right? And your gut microbiome is affected by what you eat, and it will contribute to weight gain or difficulty losing that weight also. So previous attempts to lose weight. So if you had attempts for weight loss, and then you had a weight loss and it was followed by rapid weight gain, then this may contribute to further weight gain, right? So this is called yo-yo dieting, because what it actually does, it slows your metabolism. So even if you have one or more of these risk factors, it doesn't mean that you will develop obesity. It just means that you are at a higher a possibility that you would get, right? So this can be controlled with your diet, your physical activity, your exercise, and behavior changes. So let's just take that into consideration, right? So it is general knowledge that obesity has an effect on various other diseases, including diabetes, cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, cancer, even sleep apnea, and more recently, fatty liver disease. So a lot of people, they don't know that obesity can affect your immune system. Recent studies in humans and in animal models affected by obesity have shown an impaired immune response or immune function, which leads to increased chances for various infections. So the cause of this has not been well defined, but we will review what is currently known about this possible harmful effect that obesity actually has on our body, right? So nutrition and your immune function. So we all have heard, eat an apple a day and you will keep the doctor away. Now this is actually true. Studies do show that eating a diet that is high in fiber and antioxidants, which is fruits and vegetables, has enough protein to help keep your immune system working properly. So specific amounts of micronutrients such as iron, psyllium, zinc, copper, and as well as vitamin C, vitamin A, E, B6, and folic acid have important roles in the body immune system. However, diets high in sugar, in fat, or eating too many calories in general, that makes you prone to infection. So this is because it can lead to increase in your blood sugar, and this can also cause oxidative damage. And I think I did a presentation on oxidative stress and oxidative damage before, right? So oxidative damage, if you didn't hear that presentation, is an overproduction of reactive oxygen species, right? Which is compared to the body's ability to detoxify your cells. So this type of damage from oxygen increases your chances of infection. So if you have too little protein intake, you are at risk for protein energy malnutrition also. So this has also been associated with significant impairment of your immunity. It is commonly thought that deficiencies or malnutrition cannot happen in an individual affected by obesity. However, deficiencies and malnutrition happens because of a poor diet. So you may see someone obese and you may think, okay, they are, they are good because of course they're obese, so they can never be malnourished, right? But they can be malnourished. So because of their diet, right? Their poor diet. So therefore, deficiencies can very well occur in any individual who eats poorly, no matter what is their weight. So we'll talk a little bit about proteins. So proteins are essential macronutrients for creation of antibodies and immune system cells. And you can get protein from lean beef, from chicken, I tell all my clients use chicken breast as opposed to using the other parts of the chicken. That's where you get the most protein from. White fish, tofu, mixed nuts, high protein milk, tuna, high protein yogurt, cheese, eggs, legumes, right? Vitamin A. So vitamin A helps regulate the immune system, and it helps fight infections by supporting skin and tissue health. And you can get vitamin A from carrots, squash, apricots, peaches, broccoli, papaya, meat, fish, mangoes, melon, avocado, peppers, sweet potatoes, eggs, and cheese. Zinc. Zinc promotes cellular reproduction and synthesis of new immune system cells. So you can get zinc from pumpkin seeds, from dark chocolate, from garlic, sesame seeds, watermelon seeds, chickpeas, squash seeds, and wheat dew. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin that activates and regulates immune system cells. So you can get that from salmon, from eggs, cheese, fortified foods, and also mushrooms, right? And of course, sunlight. And we are experiencing a lot of that these days. Vitamin C. Vitamin C builds healthy skin and tissue to resist entry of bacteria and other germs. So we can get vitamin C from guavas, kiwi fruits, bell pepper, strawberry, orange, papaya, broccoli, tomato, kale, lemon, citrus fruits. And the best form to get it in citrus fruits would be lemon, right? So lime, sorry. So if you have lime and lemon, then your preference would be lime, right? You would get more from lime. Vitamin E. So vitamin E is an antioxidant that helps protect cell membranes from free radicals. So you can get vitamin E from olive oil, coconut oil, sunflower oil, broccoli, kale, spinach, peanuts, almonds, and avocado. Now we'll move on to exercise and immune function. So exercise and health go hand in hand. We have all heard that exercise helps fight diseases such as high blood pressure and cholesterol, even cancer and sleep disturbances, and also mood and obesity itself, right? So in general, people who exercise are physically active throughout the day, and they tend to live longer, and they tend to live healthier lives. So there is also evidence that exercise does improve immune function. Studies have shown that exercise seems to increase the number of certain immune cells that helps to boost your immune activity. So moderate exercise has been reported to increase certain immune cells by reducing your risk of infection. On the other hand, too much of exercise without adequate rest has actually been shown to increase stress on the body and cause a person to be more at risk to infection. So you don't want to overdo with, you want to exercise and get sufficient rest also, right? But we want to do some form of exercise to boost our immune system to prevent us from getting infections. So a person affected by obesity that eats healthy and exercises is still at risk for decreased immune function, because obesity itself has been shown to impair the immunity in some studies. So some of these specific findings include decreased cytokine production. And when you hear the term cytokine, it is derived from the combination of two Greek words, which is cyto, meaning cell, and the kin meaning movement. So basically cytokines just mean cell movement, right? So cytokines are cell signaling molecules that actually aid cell-to-cell communication in our immune system response. So it stimulates the movement of cells toward the site of inflammation or infection. So if we are ill, right, then we are dependent on cytokines, which is the cell movement, to go towards that place where we have that infection, right, to help heal and boost the immunity. So studies have shown that the impaired immune response with persons who actually are obese, it leads to increased risk of infection, right? Now, the exact cause of these findings is not known, but obesity is linked to a decreased cell movement, so decreased cytokines. And remember, we need cytokines in order to help if we have inflammation, if we have infection, etc. So obesity is an extremely complex disease, and many processes and pathways are altered, which could actually affect your immune system. So what can you do with your diet to help immunity? If you are affected by obesity, you want to decrease your calories to help facilitate weight loss. You want to decrease your simple carbohydrates such as sweets, goodies, baked goods, sugar beverages, and you want to decrease also your bad saturated or trans fats, right? Which is found in commercial baked goods. It's also found in processed or fried foods. It's found also in cheese, in whole milk, in ice cream, in cream, in fatty meats such as beef and pork products, in butter, in margarine. So these are the things that you want to actually decrease, because bad fats are, they also are found in vegetable oils such as palm oil, kernel oil, right? So you want to now eat 2 cups of whole food per day and at least 3 cups of vegetables per day. You want to drink or eat 3 cups of, if you're having dairy, you can use the skim milk, or if you're not having dairy, use an alternative, right? Also, persons who are having dairy, they can use the Greek yogurt, the light yogurt, and you want to have 2 to 3 ounces of lean meat. Or if you're not having meat, you want to have beans with about 2 meals per day. The 3 ounces will be a deck of cards if you don't have a scale. So that's, your meat will be like a deck of cards. I tell persons, if you usually the chicken breast, then it will be like 1 chicken breast, right? When you get it in the supermarket, it comes in about 4 or 5 pieces. 1 of that should be sufficient. So you want to drink at least 60 to 80 ounces of water per day, right? So that's about 2.5 mils of water. I tell people try to do, the 1.5 liters. If you can do 2 of that, which is 3,000, then it will be good for you, right? So at least that's a start, right? Let's see this. So this is fine. Yeah. So now, I think this will bring me to my final slide here. So how can we use natural remedies to actually boost our immune system, right? So I've explained the foods to you. So now, a lot of people ask, so how can we actually put stuff into play if we're actually ill? Because we just discussed preventative care of the stuff that we can eat and stuff that we can do to boost our immune system to prevent us. Now, let's just say we are ill. We know we're going through a pandemic at this point in time. And if you need to boost your immune system because you are ill, so one of the remedies includes lime shots. Remember I told you the vitamin C is actually stronger in the lime, right? So you can squeeze 2 limes, and this is how you make the lime shot. The same amount of liquid that the lime will give you is the same amount of water that you will use. So you make it into a shot, right? You take that together with, now we supplementing with medication now, with vitamin D, with D3. So you want to take about 2 tablets, which is about 2,000 IU units, because we have 2 sets. D3 comes in 1,000 IU and it comes also in 2,000 IU. So if you take in the 1,000 IU, you take 2 tablets. So if it's the 2,000 IU, then you take 1 tablet, right? So you take your D3 and then you take your zinc. Now, if you are ill, then you want to double up. Well, actually, this will be not double up. This will be like triple off on your dose for your zinc, right? So you realize your zinc bottle may tell you 50 milligrams a day, that's your daily dose. You will now take 150 milligrams because you want to actually put your immune system in overdrive, right? So you will have this remedy. So that's number 1 to number 3, 4 times a day, 3 to 4 times a day, right? 4 maximum, but 3 times minimum. You will do this for 7 days and your immune system will be boosted. So normally, by your 4th day, you should actually feel a difference. Your immune system will actually try to kick out, whatever virus or infection it has going on, because you are now in overdrive, right? So you can also do steams. You can do steams with peppermint, eucalyptus, and these steams can be done 3 to 4 times a day. You can use teas during the day. You can use ginger tea, garlic tea. You can also use black seed tea, and you drink it as often as possible, right? So if you are ill, you use this remedy for 7 days. You can also use this remedy for preventative care, but you would use it 1 to 2 times a day, all right? And this can help boost your immune system because we want to actually boost our immune system at this point in time, right? So I think, yeah, I think that was my last slide because I'm seeing everybody who is, let me see, everybody who joined us this afternoon. I'm just looking through, right? Everybody who joined us this afternoon, you know about our 21-day plan that we have. So if you want to focus on obesity, to lose weight, we do have the 21-day challenge still going on. And we do have the 21-day challenge still going on. And to end, I like to use this quote because it says, when it comes to eating right and exercising, there's no I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow it is a disease. So if you have issues with your weight and you really need to lose it, then start today. And before we end, I will just show you one of our long-standing Fit Farm, and I am so very proud of her. So I think Christine has been with us a little over a year. Christine, if I'm wrong, you can remind me. But excuse me. This is the most recent photo I have of Christine. But Christine has lost about 30 pounds so far on our 21-day challenge, and she's still going strong. She's very consistent and committed. So when it comes to losing weight, obesity, it is consistency and discipline, right? So guys, now it's your opportunity to ask any questions. Feel free to ask any questions. And on you can ask any questions based on what we discussed today, or if you have any other questions. Yeah. Any comments? Okay, guys. So if not, thank you very much for joining in today. Remember, take care of your health. Your health is your wealth. Don't wait till it's too late to go and take care of yourself. I am uncertain if we would have presentation next Sunday, but I will keep you updated. So have a blessed and productive week, everyone. Thank you very much for joining in.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I was asking. I said, I know you captioned the presentation, obesity and the immune system, but can the information be generally to manage our immune system, even if we are not challenged by obesity?
Yes, of course. Of course. You use it just as preventative.
As preventative.
Yeah.
And no modifications necessary, really?
In regard to what we spoke of in the presentation?
Yes.
No. So basically, because what the information I gave you, it is generally used for everyone, right? When we dealing with a specific weight loss, you really need to lose a certain amount of weight for obesity, then that's when I actually suggest the 21-day plan for you, right? So other than that, if you're not dealing with obesity, then the guidelines there is as follows. You just go through it.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Any other questions or comments? Okay, guys, so have a blessed week, everyone. Until we see again, I'm not sure when, but until we see again, take care. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. I'll message you for the recording. Thanks.
Okay, no problem.